around 1,300 Naira to a US dollar from October 26th. Help us understand this, Rotus.
Yeah, so from around that level, it's appreciated to, just about 1,000 Naira, maybe 995, 98 in some cases. I'll check again this morning. But the thing is, the Naira appreciation doesn't seem to make as much headlines as a depreciation. So if so we've gained that 300 Naira now since, about a week or two. If we had lost another 300 Naira and moved from 1,003 to 1,006, for some people, the sky would be falling down. And so, it's I guess it's a combination of a number of things. Some positive signaling from the Central Bank of Nigeria in that they have been settling some of their FX forwards that they've owed to banks, where you swap currencies at a particular time and then you have to, swap it back and give them back the FX they gave you a while back. They've been signaling that there's a, large supply coming in, possibly with the details we're getting from some outlets saying that it could be partially a loan from one of the Middle Eastern countries and also some other inflows from elsewhere. And then I guess, there was also a big drop in the peer-to-peer exchange. That's for crypto, where you can use your Naira to purchase cryptocurrencies, and then there's an exchange rate for that. So, we've seen all that happen last week. And so you combine everything, and that's which tells you that, speculation possibly has also been a part of why the currency has depreciated. But it is really interesting that you don't see the same level of chatter when the currency is appreciating. Now, of course, we need more fundamentals for this to be maintained. You still, of course, need to keep the supply up. You also need to make sure that you've got foreign investors coming in. So there's still work to be done. This has not by any means been fixed.
Not yet, Uhuru. Yes, that's what I can take away from this. But I've got this tweet in by Reno Mokri, who is everywhere and it takes on issues. So I'd like to read it and get what your reaction is, Rotus, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So, Mr. Omokri, his tweet says the Naira continues to strengthen, going from 1310 to 950. Let's rally around it. It's now being floated. That's not true. It hasn't been floated. So the value is up to us. Something as little as writing positively about the Naira on social media can build confidence and affect its value. It says, support your local currency, promote the Naira with your words, actions, and consumption habits. So, I mean, well, as the saying goes, a broken clock is right, at least, twice a day. Yeah. This is the same guy that said that everybody should abandon foreign telco companies and only go with the local or indigenous telecommunications companies, even though the foreign ones pay more taxes to the government and, hire people and provide jobs and so on. But, the currencies don't react to positive social media posts. That's not how they work. Currencies react to economic fundamentals. They react to imports, exports. They react to, demand and supply and of other things, and also money supply in the economy. So those are the things that impact currency. So yeah, he's right in that, in consumption habits and everything, we should patronize the Naira more. And what he's basically saying is import less and, spend on locally made goods more. But there are challenges with that. If that was the case, everybody would do it. But there's some realistic things there. So, but yeah, it's not enough of going on social media and saying something positive about the currency that's going to the man just likes to jump on trends, and I guess we're supporting him by doing that, by discussing it too. But a couple of people
Before,
just tag me saying, "What do you think of this?" I said, "Okay, why not just
all right,
respond to it?"
before we rest Reno, let him rest now. There's still one more tweet from him because one will be asking, what does he really do for a living? How does he keep just being in our faces and yet he gets the attention? So let's even look at that next tweet he mentioned.
Yeah, so someone asked him, this man, do you have any work? Like, what?
Yeah.
What do you do from day to day? And then he responds and says, well, I make serious dollars on
Yeah.
X monthly. That is Twitter,
Yeah.
as ad sharing revenue. Then I make thousands more dollars each week trading cryptos. And then a few thousand more dollars as royalties from my 7 books, including a #1 bestseller in Europe and the Americas. Then some chicken change from YouTube each month. And then my ex-paid subscribers earn me another couple $1,000s of monthly income. So, it's interesting that in his last post, he was telling people that you should promote the Naira with positivity,
Yes.
and also with consumption habits. And then in another post, because he can't help himself and he has to brag, he now tells somebody else that he's earning so many dollars. So, make of that what you will. It just tells you, yeah, it tells you what you need to know.
But taking away from that, it seems like it drips of patriotism. And so for him to be patriotic, repatriate those dollars back home.
Exactly.
That's it now. Practice what you
Yeah,
preach.
exactly. Stop bragging about how many dollars you make, and then you're telling everybody else that they should earn Naira and so I'll spend Naira, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Funny guy.
All right.
Funny guy.
Let's get our clients to begin to chime in now. Let's get their messages in. I see Yinka Bolo already here. Okay, 0809 444 0981 would be where all the messages would converge. So we're waiting for the messages. But before then, the CBN under Cardoso seemed to be more of silence, but it seemed to be more of action. Quiet action is what we're seeing. So let's see this one. It says it's switching. The central bank is in its recent open market operation auctions on October 30th and November 1st. So what is the CBN trying to achieve with this?
Yeah, it looks like the CBN is trying to move back to orthodox monetary policy. So they're trying to do things in an orderly manner. Those back-to-back OMO auctions, open market operating auctions, we've seen the rates rise. So your stop rates for a 365-day paper now is at 17.5%. It's not quite where inflation is. But hey, the rates are going up. And so that's on a 365. 99 days, 13.9, 183 is 14.4, 267.50. And then they had another auction on November the 1st. So back-to-back auctions, and they're free to do this as many times as they want. We're used to them being, by every 2 weeks. 17.98 on the 342 as well. So they're trying to drain liquidity also from the system. If you reduce the amount of Naira in the system, then less of it chases dollars. But in order for people to hold Naira, you've got to give them an incentive with good rates. That's what it seems like they're doing.
So what else needs to happen to stabilize the Naira?
Yeah, so to stabilize the currency, you have got to entice foreign investors to essentially buy Nigerian stocks, bonds. You've got to entice them with higher rates. You've also got to keep the steady flow of FX coming into the country. So, and also, look, long term, you've got to reduce the amount of Nigerians going overseas for school, medical care. There was a billboard I saw one. I'll share it with you. I saw it a while back.
Okay.
I think it was here in Nigeria. It was a medical thing. They were offering some medical service, a local hospital, and in big bold letters they put, "Don't travel overseas. We can provide you with the medical care you need here," which I thought was very interesting. So things like that. But long term, those are, the fiscal side, the government has to do a lot more.
Okay, this leads us to our final, as we clear the trade for business this morning. Let's move to fixed income. This week, we expect the window for the federal government Nigeria savings bond to be open until Friday. What are the details for the last bond offer in October?
Yeah, so I try to tell folks to invest in Nigeria, get your money in some bonds. 5,000 Naira is the minimum. the 2-year bond, I think, was doing 11.07%. The 3-year was doing 12.07. Minimum 5,000 to invest, maximum of 50 million. And you'll get coupon payments, I guess, January, April, July, and October. So that was for the October savings bond. We'll get more information on the November one, hopefully this week, from the debt management office. But again, it just gives, as we end the year and people start getting ready for 2024, it's a good idea to start parking your money here and there.
Rotus, I like it when you always come up with this advice for, for people to invest. And so that's why I need to also use your service here. And I don't mind if the clients would also hear. So I woke up to this, the owners, the managers of the estate of one of my uncles who had passed on long ago. So I now realized that I am now in possession of 150 million US dollars. So I would like to know what I can invest that in. So hold your thought, Rotus. Let's get messages in now, Rotus. So Yinka Bole is here for us this morning, and he says, Master Rotus is not going hard on this particular topic. They want this old Rotus from before pre-vacation now. Come back, Rotus. So it goes on. It needs to call out people, because if the exchange rate was 1,800 to $1, some doomsday journalists would say who should be tending to animals than being on TV, which surprisingly are known for. Anyway, it just goes on and on.
We know where it's going. We know where Yinka is going.
No. So Yinka, please calm down. It's Monday. Let's see now. Tayo comes up. He said, I thought he said he's a table shaker. I hope he's paying tax with all these declarations, especially from his bestseller, Omatseye, the banker. Share this money. It can go around between us.
Yeah, share it, share it, please. Share that money.
150, there's someone comes in, their ears won't hear money. See, the price that comes up, 150 million what? Are you for real? Come on, guys. Okay, let you out of the misery. We all woke up to this on Friday. The federal government said 150 million naira will be coming in from one of our the
Abacha, the Abacha loot from France.
So what are we saying? So maybe they could use this advice you are giving for free now, Rotus. That's what I just meant to say.
150 million for an Omas is very different from Nigeria owes money. Nigeria has to pay for palliatives and so many other things. So, but it's good to hear that there's still this money coming in. It's amazing.
Okay, so then the final Yinka Bolu says, I'm happy Rotus knows where I'm going. I'm very happy because then I'm looking for him on Lagos roads. Anyway, finally, Debbie tells us that billboard is just before Lekki. That's
correct. Yes, it is.
So honestly, our clients are the best. That's just the truth. Rotus, that's the size. You play the trade.
Hey, look, Omas, our clients are solid. It's always good to be on the show. I thank you as well for holding down the fort. And I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
All right. Have a great day, Rotus. And to everyone who sent in message and listened, do have yourself a great day. My name is Omatseye Atsenuwa. Good morning.